sphere education, we begin to talk about the purpose of the sphere education is liberation and transformation. And under the sphere education, there are a lot of sectors that make for industry. Number one is school as an institution. There are individuals that will run proper schools, like I used to say, and there are individuals that will run training institutes. For instance, beyond the school is a training institute. It is not a school. A school is a 6334 educational system. Go to primary school, secondary school. I can't imagine beyond the school, nursery, and primary school. That is not the sector that we want to make play in. Maybe if nobody does what we have to create it. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? But is a training facility, is not facility, but a training institute. Maybe I should cancel this stuff. These facilities to make it look like one warehouse. A training institute is a training institute. Then we have under that same sphere education, we have edu business and management. We have research and discovery. There are individuals that will never teach one day in their life. Their job is just to be in laboratories finding answers. Albert Einstein did not do educational management with the work concerning him. He did not do pedagogical science. He didn't even run. He didn't build a school. Is now they are building school in his name. That man and his class of people were more of research and discovery, testing the limit of reality, finding testing things, trying to find out many things that is not common to man. There are a lot of people that will never teach, but we will ride on what they find. All of the things that they are teaching in nursery and primary school is a product of what these guys found. Physics is somebody's discovery that they are now teaching in secondary school. What else? Chemistry, someone's discovery. Biology, someone's discovery, documented in a big book called Essential Biology. Now they are teaching it in a proper school. And let me now say this. I think it's important not to insult schools anymore. I found this literally. Is everyone listening to me? Don't ever ask from a system what it cannot provide. There's a trend I'm seeing right now, and I used to be part of that trend until I had light and I had sense. Now I'm not part of that trend anymore. I've repented and I've asked for forgiveness. But you can't say what is the essence of school. Why am I even going to school? Say school is not helping anybody. School is designed to pick relevant information that are discovered and teach it back to you in a bid to want to bring out the next class of person. School is never supposed to help you. People used to say they didn't teach us anything useful in school. They didn't teach us how to do our budget. They didn't teach us how to make money. If you wanted to learn those kind of things, you were supposed to go to a training institute. This is a kind of educational system that ran in some ages back, where students will go to a proper school, but they will now, in England, in some years back in England, there was something called a finishing school for ladies. People will go to a normal school, go to the proper Ivy League, go to normal school, university, nursery, primary, university. When they are done, they now go to a finishing school that makes them into a proper lady. So as a young lady going to a finishing school, you will now learn stuff like mannerism, learn stuff like because they were trying to groom those ladies to be able to maybe get married to lords, heirs, duke of something, prince of something. So they will now teach you mannerism, teach you political, understanding, teach you financial, whatever, teach you what is it called? Teach you, own management. School cannot have time for that kind of curriculum. Be be thankful that school is even bringing in stuff like IT, coding. Normally, by function and purpose, school was never supposed to do that kind of thing. The school system as an institution was just to, now that there is economics textbook, it was supposed to teach you that, they were supposed to just teach you like that. School in the Arabic system, that's what school is. It's just like, forgive me, let me use for 1 minute, the Lekewu, the Arabic school they use for Muslims. It's just, it's repetition, basically. It's just memorization. That's what school is all about. So don't insult school. Now you go university, now you define it, because everybody does not understand purpose. We don't understand where to look for what. If these systems were right, as a young child is going to maybe secondary school, SS1, as he goes to school in the morning, basically, I grew up with old people. I grew up around old people. I said I grew up with old people as if I'm old. I grew up around old people, my grandma, old people, those kind of stuff. So there's something they used to tell me. They say is now that schools used to close 4 o'clock. that then school used to close 12 in the afternoon. People will go home. Then you have the chance to go and learn something. That is why our grandparents and parents, what is it called, generation, believe so much in handwork, ishi or work. So you will go to school, then you will now go, because they found out in quotes that school cannot make you great. In quotes, like, how did I get you? School cannot make you understand financial. If you go to school, holy, let me give my mouth shut. If you go to school, you might not be great in life, and I'm not kidding. So they will tell them, go to school, learn the basic thing school should teach you is numericals or numeracy, then communication. That's what schools is. Just now that we're adding a lot of effigy and all of those things, schools teach you how to count, how to read, how to communicate. Once you know all of those things, oh yeah, go to Yashin or something, go and learn tailoring, because they know that is where, or go and learn. That's why they take their children and go and put under somebody, come and koshe. You get that kind of stuff, because they know that's where you will get the training for what you're going to become in life. You are never going to be. That's why teachers, come on, don't let me say many things. These are understanding. So these are understanding certain of us have around the educational industry, and we just smile and say there are many things I can't do. Not because I don't want to be a teacher, but that's not my makeup. If I teach in secondary school today, now if I bring my training on into, I'll soon have issues with the management of the school. And when I was teaching in traditional school, I never knew. I thought maybe they hated me, because I'm not kidding. They will give me scheme of work. Now only me out of all the teachers not go use scheme of work. I'll put it somewhere. I'll develop my own curriculum. As if I'm the owner of the Ministry of Education. I'll develop my own curriculums, and I'm not kidding. Oh my God, I'll develop my own curriculums. I will not carry lesson notes to classes. I will turn my class into a training facility. The students were enjoying it because they say, hey, this is what school. But that thing is not what school is all about. If I wanted to do that thing, come out of the school system, create a training institute. And when I had this understanding, then Beyond the School came. So Beyond the School is not literally a school system. It's a train. That's why I used to say, after you have gone to school, you will still need this. You will still need Beyond the School wall. It doesn't matter. Have first class in whatever. You will still come back and enroll for the magnet school. I can assure you twice. After you have learned, I'm a graduate of accountancy. You will come to the magnet school to learn the industry intelligence of that accountancy that you go and learn in school. Do you see how these things work? This is what it is called discovering purpose or finding purpose in industry. You are sure you're not just gambling your existence around. Does it make you a lot of sense?